MXGP Europe really gave us a vision of what's to come in the 2025 season. We definitely saw the contrast between the dominance of Tim Geiser in MXGP to the, I guess, the chaos of MX2.
Whoa, Langenfelder and Kühnen duke it out for the foxhole shot. Oh, massive big! Wow! And Evans from fourth to second. Oh! Oh!
However, in MXGP, we are starting to see that spark of resistance starting to emerge from Lucas Kühnen, which could be interesting in the weeks to come. Lucas Kühnen came into the weekend at Saint-Jean with a fantastic track record. He's won victories there in his EMX 250 days. He's won races there in his MX2 days. But then we saw Tim, he's won 3 GPs at that venue as well. So it's very much a case of who's going to get it this time. But it was that win from Lucas Kühnen in the qualifying race, his first race win in the Premier class. He's starting to slowly gain in confidence. He's becoming more experienced. He's making less mistakes. So he's really setting himself up to, dare I say, be a championship contender. And after that qualifying race win, many people in the paddock are perhaps thinking, that's not such a bad move after all.
But I found some running buttons.
I have no clue. There was like, I think they just ended school or something, and they were collecting money. So they were standing on the light when I came there, and they just ran with me. And they did a full 5K with me, and it was quite a training session for them. But yeah, I think they enjoyed it also. So yeah.
When we look at the teams in MXGP, and we've obviously got the factory teams, but just below that we've got teams like JWR Honda, and riding for them this year, Cornelius Toendal, the Norwegian, whose career to this point has been actually solid, and in terms of his early career, where he was riding European Championship, he was winning races, winning rounds on the podium on a regular basis, and ended the season in third in a year where it was won by Rick Elzinger, with Lucas Kühnen coming home in second. But unfortunately for him, I think there was a disagreement with one of his teams early on when he was teammates with Ferrato, and then we didn't see him for a few races, and then he emerged in MXGP, and I thought personally, maybe that's just too soon. But even still, it showed that he is a talent, and he's a talent worth investing in. And so for the Norwegian and the team that he's riding for, another Scandinavian team, I think it's a good fit, and hopefully, if he can stay healthy, Cornelius Toendal will be one of the stars of the future.
I have quite a different story from most of the riders, I would say. Like up until I was 11 years old, I didn't really compete at a high level at all. I did some regional championships and was fighting for top 10 positions. And yeah, I was not really fast at all. And suddenly one winter it clicked, and second in the Norwegian Championship. The year after I went directly to 125, and yeah, I raced one EMX 125 in Uddevalla, where I finished 24th or 28th or something. And 2019 was my first year in the MX 250. Now I got the chance again with JWR and Honda Martin, which we work together. And yeah, we are doing the best we can with what we have, and obviously not a factory team of any kind, but we have some good people, and we work good together, and yeah, it's just building from now.
Coming into race 1 in Saint-Jean, I think the French fans were hoping Tim Geisser's closest challengers would be the two Frenchmen, Maxime Renaux and Romain Febvre, who are 2nd and 3rd in the points. However, that wasn't necessarily the case.
The Fly Racing 15-second board up for the first time today. MXGP race 1, 30 minutes plus 2 laps. The revs go up, the gates drop here. Everybody cleanly away apart from one rider, as I say that in the background. Might have been Tom Cock. And around the outside was the 300 of Noah Ludwig. Did he grab the foxhole shot though? Tim Geisser leads, and look who's in second on a 450 Triumph, Tom Guyon, the local boy. Maxime Renaux, the former red plate holder in this championship after the first round. He's working his way through. He was 20th on the opening lap. He's now been to 12th place. Here's Guadagnini, still there in 4th place. He's got that 4 seconds over Jonas. Both Kawasaki's inside the top 5. Gifting, not going to say he's out, but he's struggling to find his way back onto the track. Jonas down, and it's cost him positions because Fernandez goes through. Oh, he just catches the rear wheel of Guadagnini, trying to find that 4th place. A little bit over exuberant. A potential technical issue. Watch this here. Oh, man! Oh! Tell you what, that thing exploded. That is hot. Wow.
Yeah, so I had a decent start in the qualifying race actually, and yeah, on the 2nd lap, unfortunately, I spun in the takeoff and I couldn't make it completely over, and I heard someone coming, and Valentin landed just on the side of my body, and he got my elbow and the side of my body with my chest protector shirt. Luckily, none of us crashed, and it was none of. You know, it was not my fault, it was not his fault, it was just a racing incident, and yeah, stuff like that happened, but it's really scary in the moment. And at first, yeah, I thought I had a broken elbow or a broken arm. We got it checked out, luckily, nothing like that, so just some touching of the nerves, and yeah, it was, in the end, really lucky. Yes, so I tried to ride a free practice, and I didn't have a whole lot of pain, but I had big problems with the grip strength, so I couldn't really squeeze the handlebar, and yeah, one of the first laps in the big downhill there, I lost my hand and had a crash, hit my head a bit, and yeah, we just decided to say it's enough. We don't want to end the season here now just because we want to race with yeah, some small injuries everywhere, and you know, it's better to be 100% the next race than be 50-50-50 the whole way. So.
And they got a lucky break this afternoon with the weather today, because now it's absolutely perfect. The Fly Racing 15-second board up for the final time this weekend. Round 3 here at the MXGP of Europe in Saint-Jean-d'Angely. Glenn Coldenhoff. A couple of riders getting skewy out of the first turn, but Glenn Coldenhoff, as he hangs it out wide to the outside, his first foxhole shot of the season.
Glenn Coldenhoff's season in 2025 got off to a very, very good start in Argentina. By the time we left Spain, round 2, the Dutchman was 4th in the championship, and probably his best start to his MXGP career since he moved into the Premier class. Still inside the top 5. I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the podium this year at all. I would not be.
I think the French fans were hoping Tim Geisser's closest challengers would be the two Frenchmen, Maxime Renaux and Romain Febvre, who are 2nd and 3rd in the points. However, that wasn't necessarily the case. For Maxime Renault, his home GP was particularly tough. He's fighting through the pain barrier, he's picked up a wrist injury, and he really just couldn't perform to his true potential.
But what a performance from Tim Geiser. Geiser goes 1-1 here again. This time at Saint-Jean-d'Angely, his 4th victory around this iconic circuit.
It was good to see Tim Geiser on the top step of the podium again. 4 victories now around the Saint-Jean circuit. But how consistent has he been on that Honda HRC machine? He's not finished outside the top 2 in time practice so far on Saturday. He hasn't finished outside of the top 3 in any of the races. On the other end of the scale, let's go to the rookie of Lucas Koenen, getting on the podium. Now that was the big thing. You win the race on Saturday, but how can you turn that into results on Sunday? Well, he did that with 2 third-place finishes, his first podium. Him and Tim Geiser are good mates. You saw them celebrating together with the bubbly afterwards as well. And great to see new blood in the series now in MXGP, because you've got Tim, Lucas Koenen coming in as a rookie. Somewhere in between you got Roman Febvre. Who knows? We may even see the return of another Red Bull KTM in the form of Jeffrey Hurlings sooner rather than later. So we'll see how that pans out when it happens.
So we're halfway up the hill now. There's around about 7 rollers here. Well, 6.5 if you include that one at the bottom. Now, what you have got here as well is, in a dream scenario, you would just go double, double, double. But look at these waves. There's not enough lift for the riders to get up there. Even on a 450, they've got to get the bike under power. They've got to deal with the waves. They've also got to go with the fact that it's uphill. So they're trying to constantly pull themselves against gravity forward on the bike, stop the bike from going up so they don't have to back off the throttle. Also, we saw a kicker develop on this side. So there is a possibility here for that little bit of danger with the front wheel diving down after the back wheel hits this kicker. So you've got so much to deal with here as a rider. One small mistake here, especially at the bottom, you lose all your drive up the hill. We could see quite a lot of position changes at this part of the track.
Not when you shift to 3rd gear though.
Yeah, unfortunately, just before the season started, I broke my elbow, and it should have taken about 6 weeks to heal. So far, the season has been a bit of a struggle. It's mostly up to the feeling on the bike and the setup that I missed, because I actually missed all of testing. Just been playing catch-up since then. So yeah, pretty frustrating from time to time, but step by step I will get better.
This is my first full year, official full year in MX2, because I did more than half a season last year. I don't feel so much as a rookie anymore. Feels like I'm now really part of the class, and I just have to push.
MX2 qualifying, 20 minutes plus 2 laps. Who's it going to be that grabs an all-important start? Will the rain come? Will it stay away? Who knows? Either way, circuit conditions at the moment are not that bad at all. The 5-second board turns, heads down, revs up, gates drop. Oh, the race leader's down. He's been down hard as well. That's coming onto the high-speed straight that is the start. Wow. Watch this here. This is going to be big. Oh, massive big. Wow. Huge. And I know I was talking to a rider this morning who said the run down to the start straight was too fast. And we've seen it right there. The advertising banner's not enough to stop him from going through. And we've got a new leader, and he's French. and it's Thibaut Benistant.
My home GP was, I was happy to go there for sure. Just start to feel better and better on the bike on a race day, because I feel good at the training, but I was struggling a bit in the race day. So start to be okay in Spain, but on the way to improve again in the French GP. And yeah, I won again the qualifying race on Saturday. Feeling good on the track, okay. It was some crashes in front and stuff like this, but okay, it happened to everyone and it's just a race. For sure in the French GP, I mean, there are so many and pushing us to the top or to be faster, that's such a nice feeling. And even when you just walk into them or something, they just want to stop you straight away, take pictures, signature and stuff like this. So sometimes it's a bit hard to manage that point, but you also have to give time and attention to them, because for sure if they are not here, motocross won't be like this also. So you need to give time, attention, and when I can give some goggle, glove or something like this, I just like to do it. On the paddock show, I just spend, I think, like 30 or 20 minutes to take picture and autograph. I think for them is quite crazy, and for us it's just a bit of time. So for sure we can't do it always, because you have to spend energy to do it, and first is the result, and then we give a bit of time. So, but it's so nice to make them happy with some result and some small time.
Turn, heads down, revs up. Gates about to drop now. Race one underway here in Saint-Jean-d'Angely. Langenfelder with a good jump. The Wolf is all the way over here. He's going to get pushed to the outside. He's about mid-pack, 10th, 12th place, but it's Racialist. It looked like he got the foxhole shot. Everett's there in second position.
It was good that I got my first whole shot of the season there. Yeah, the race started itself pretty good. I was like in a good speed, but then yeah, I started to face some rhythm issues. Also, some little bit my shoulder felt some discomfort, but yeah, it was mostly just myself that I was lacking rhythm in the track. You know, I think I have the speed to be up there. I just need to put everything together, because I feel like I am also how it ended last year. The season, I feel like I could be like a contender for the, how to say, the top spot. I just need to find a way to put everything together in the races.
Evans looks to go around the outside. Can he park it down the inside here? I think he will. He'll lead at the start of lap 3. Evans, your new leader. And a leader for the second time this race.
Going into first GP, first GP, let's say in Europe in normal condition, and my home GP was, I was happy to go there for sure. Just start to feel better and better on the bike on a race day, because I feel good at the training, but I was struggling a bit in the race day.
Right, Thibaut Benistant eyeing up his teammate. He hopes to move into 5th place. Knows he can't afford to hang around. He's got De Wolf uncaged and snarling at his rear wheel.
First race I was riding really tight. I got some more pump.
No way through there though. Benistant keeping him to the outside as they head up over the waves, and De Wolf trying to lean on him.
We had a good fight in the front and I was enjoying it actually.
Bar-to-bar action here between these two, and De Wolf does sneak up the inside. Benistant will get the drive around the outside though. He may just stay ahead of the Husqvarna man. Chucks his Yamaha into that inside rut. Couple of frantic pulls of the tear off at the top of the hill. Oh, he gets good drive there, gets alongside his teammate. And Benny now up into 5th place.
And of course, we have another protagonist in Simon Langenfelder, who has been runner-up a few times in the past, and we all know how much he wants to be a world champion this year.
Langenfelder, once again, the fastest man on track, fastest lap of the race, 1:48.8, a full second quicker than Liam Everts. The gap between the two leaders now, 2.4 seconds. Are we going to get a surprise attack from Langenfelder?
We saw him claim that race win in that first race, and that was a good moment for him because it was a good confidence boost, and it's really setting him up for the championship fight for the rest of the season.
For the win here. Untidy through there, and Langenfelder finds his way past. Langenfelder, your new leader, on lap 9. Takes his first win of 2025. Adamo crossed the line second, 3.6 seconds further back. We wait for Liam Everts. Here he is, out of the final turn. He will continue to lead the championship. He's extended his lead as he crosses the line in third.
Yeah, actually second moto was quite crazy.
Here at Saint-Jean-d'Angely, the MXGP of Europe, MX2, race 2. Gate drops.
On the beginning I was not straight away on the top, so I could see the battle in front.
Sasha Coonan down again, the second big crash for the Belgian.
And there was, they just want all of them to win, so it was nice to watch actually, and then I could pass them.
Beniston goes around the outside, he's going to get Bennett right here. And he moves up into second. Fans on their feet, he takes the German wide, takes him out to the bank. Beniston now up into second place.
There was no room for the mistake, so you had to stay calm, but push at the same time was not so super easy. Yeah. On the French GP, we put the camera on my mechanic, so now people can see how they live it and how much pressure is there also, because yeah, for sure, if they do a small mistake, it's going also on the race, on me, and for sure they feel it. And yeah, it's nice also in a way to work like this and to put a bit of time on the mechanic, because we don't see them so much, but the work they are doing is just really have to be precise and quite dangerous.
Muscles his way down the inside. Listen to that crowd. Beniston leads on lap 7.
The second MX2 race at Saint-Jean was absolutely an epic, you know, even for this stage of the season. The interchangeable weather conditions kind of helped matters as well, because 1 minute the track was fast and then it was slow and then it was technical. It had everything that a rider probably hates in that respect, but as a fan, as a viewer, had everything that we wanted as well, because it created such great race.
Drag race between the KTM and the Husqvarna. Everts is going to have to cut back to the inside here, but he doesn't. He carries that momentum around the outside. Adamo now back into second place. And he takes over the lead. Oh, he was so far back, he should never have made the pass there. The crowd quiet on the hill. Adamo leads for the first time in race 2. He wins the French Grand Prix here, the MXGP of Europe. Adamo victorious again. And it'll be a noisy podium, one way or another. Thibaut Beniston, third overall, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2. He made it to the podium. It was was going to be third overall, even if he found his way past Andrea Adamo. Simon Langenfelder, second overall, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing on the Ducati side of things. But if you're going to visit the podium for the first time, it's about time. Andrea Adamo found the top step of the podium, first time since 2023. And this one will taste good tonight. Championship leaders red plate. He earned it at the qualifying race. He's managed to get through 2 races today. Liam Everts, the Stan Hastana Factory Racing, will lead as we go to the deep sand of Riola Sarda in Sardinia in 2 weeks' time.